If you are still using picture frames just for pictures, then this is the video for you. Hey Bestie, it's Lisa. Welcome or welcome back. I've got 4 Dollar Tree picture frame hacks that you are gonna love. This 4x6 Dollar Tree picture frame with the gold on it is just beautiful. I love the pattern. And then I've got this cute little jam jar and some faux flowers, also from the Dollar Tree. Let's just start by taking apart the photo frame, just releasing those little tabs and pulling everything out. Then we're going to take the little jar and I'm going to remove the paper on there. I'm just going to use some warm water and Goo Gone and then clean it off with alcohol. I've also got this poster board from Dollar Tree and I'm going to trace the shape of the actual backing of the picture frame and cut that out. You can use anything you want for this. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add that paper just to add a little more thickness to this. I'll glue that on and then I'll glue the poster board right on top of that just to give it a little more substance. I'll trim any edges that hung over. I've got this beautiful mesh ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut it down the middle because it's a little wider than what I need. And I'm going to cut several pieces and I'm just going to hot glue them around the edges of the front of this picture that we're going to create. And I'll do 2 also for the top and bottom. Standing underneath the lights, looking to each other's eyes. I'll put some hot glue around the edges and only half of it am I actually going to put on because I didn't want to cover much of this. I just wanted to add a pretty little accent. So there you go. Just put that all around the edges, top and bottom too. Once I get those on there, I'm just going to go around with my scissors and just cut off any excess because that won't fit in the frame if that's hanging off the edge. I wasn't sure how wide I wanted it, and that's why I left some on there. I figured better to have too much than not enough. You know how that goes, right? Snowflakes are coming down. Collapse into water. Now I'm just going to put the glass back in, and I'm going to reassemble the frame. Very easy. This project is super easy and took no time at all. I hear the sound. Now, isn't that pretty? It just kind of gives that little hint of green. I'm going to take the little jar, having removed the lid. I'm going to use E6000 and hot glue. I'm going to put a good amount of E6000 and then hot glue around it. And then I'm going to set it at the very bottom of that picture frame. And I'm going to hold it there till I know the hot glue is dried because it takes a little bit longer for the other E6000 to dry. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue to each of the flowers on the stems and I cut them up into very small pieces. And then I'm going to do the same thing with some greenery that I had. And this was stuff in my stash. So I'm using up all my little flower and greenery pieces, which I like to do. Instead of cutting up new ones, I have so many that are already cut up. I have this pretty kind of pink velvety ribbon. It's probably from Walmart. And I'm just going to hot glue that around the very top of the jar, kind of see how long it needs to be, cut off the excess, and then hot glue down the other end. I'm going to take a gold gift bag handle. And I just took it off because I used the gift bag for something. I'm going to make a pretty little shoestring bow. And then I'm just going to trim it up and make it the right size for this piece and just do a little dovetail on the edges. Yesterday has gone to sleep. I'm going to hot glue it right on top of the bow, right in the center. And there you have it. This turned out so cute. It was very easy. And if you want, you could switch out florals for any season. This would be very easy to do. You don't even have to use the hot glue if you don't want to. I just chose to. Let me know what you think. I am repurposing this Dollar Tree frame that I had already used for something, and I had also added a little bit of light dry brushing around the black frame with some off-white color. So I'm just going to take that apart, so ignore the lines and the X on there, and I'm going to use my poster board from Dollar Tree and trace that backing on there so that I have a piece the same size. I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. I'm going to hot glue that right on to the backing of the picture frame. I'm not worried if it's a little bigger because I will just trim off any excess around the edges. Look into each other's eyes. Tired snowflakes. I've got this wallpaper, the peel and stick wallpaper from Dollar Tree, and this is like a shiplap kind of a look. And I'm just going to trace a piece that fits, again, that size of the picture frame backing. And I'm going to cut that out as well. Collapse into water when they hit the ground. I'm going to peel off the top. That makes it easy to position it. And then I will start peeling the backing off and kind of work my way down and smooth that out and make sure there's no wrinkles or bubbles. It's a pretty thick piece, so it doesn't wrinkle like napkins do. And then I'll trim off anything that goes around the edges there. Now there's that picture frame that I had repurposed, and I'm just going to go ahead and add the backing right in with the little tabs.
I hear the sound of empty streets.
Now I'm going to freehand draw a bunny. On this one, I was looking at a picture. So I'm going to cut that out and just hope for the best. And if you have one you could print out, my printer was acting up. So I wasn't able to print one out and then trace around it. But if you feel like you're not comfortable just drawing like that, go ahead and print one out that you find online. They're really easy to find. And then I'm going to draw two little bunnies. And I'm going to use the first one after I cut it out as a template for the second one, so they'll be the same size. So basically, I'm going to have a mama bunny and two baby bunnies. And I'll cut those out as well.
All that's left is you and me. I can promise you're...
We're going to take a different piece of the peel and stick wallpaper from Dollar Tree. I love this one. And we're going to trace for the mama bunny around the edges, and then we'll cut that out.
Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us...
I'm going to take that one and I'm just going to slowly attach it starting from the bottom where it's flat. You know, not where the ears are. That's a little tough. And then, of course, it didn't get on there perfectly, but that's okay. We'll trim it up and then it will work just fine. Just get rid of some of those little edges. That was hard to do with the way I made the ears, but no problem. It was a really easy way to fix that just by trimming those edges. When you're trimming small pieces, it's easier to move the paper that you're cutting than the scissors themselves, just a little tip. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that down on the inside of the picture frame. And then I've got this other like peel and stick shelf liner from Dollar Tree. It's like a toile pattern. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trace each of the little bunnies on it. And then we're going to attach those peel and stick pieces to the front of the little bunnies. Super easy, very cute. I'm loving the different patterns. And then we're just going to hot glue the mama bunny right to the center towards the bottom of this picture.
A secret place for you and me. Let our minds be caught up in a dream.
Make this a little more three-dimensional, I'm going to take a couple of craft sticks that I had, and it doesn't matter that these were green, you won't see them anyway. I'm going to cut two pieces for each and kind of stack them on top of each other. I'll hot glue them together. So I need 4 little pieces. That was just about the thickness I wanted. You could make this as thick as you would like. And what I'm going to do is, so I'm hot gluing those 2 little pieces together, and then I'm going to hot glue the other 2 pieces together, and then hot glue those right on the back of the little baby bunnies. Now, once I've got that on there, I have a way to make them stand out a little bit. So I'll put some hot glue right on the back and see how I position them next to the mama bunny. And I think that's just really cute to have them a little bit more in front of her. I've got a nice big white pom-pom that we're going to put on there, and then 2 little baby ones. The baby ones I got from Amazon. The large one came in a packet from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to make the little baby tails by putting those pom-poms on there as well. And I just love how cute this is, and I love the mixture of the patterns. You could mix and match any patterns you want. You could use scrapbook paper too, by the way. I'm going to take this ribbon from the Dollar Tree. It's like a mesh ribbon. I'm going to cut a couple pieces, and then I've got this pink velvety ribbon that's thinner and some white of the mesh ribbon. And we're just going to make a little messy bow by crisscrossing them on top of each other. And then we will tie around the middle with another piece of the pink ribbon. Just kind of cinch that in the middle, turn it over, and tie a knot. And now we've got a cute little messy bow that we can put up on the top of this little bunny picture. I'm going to fluff my bow, of course. Try to get those little pieces where I want them to go. It doesn't have to be perfect because this is a messy bow. And we're going to hot glue that right to the top. And then I'm just going to add some little greenery to it just to give it a little more interest. And I love how this one turned out. I think it's so cute and a little bit on the elegant side. It's not like just solid pink, you know, kind of cutesy bunny. It's just a little bit higher end. Let me know what you think about this one. I've got a beautiful gold beveled kind of frame. It's an 8x10 from the Dollar Tree. That was so beautiful. It looks like they're kind of trying to sell it as maybe for a wedding photo. But I really love the way it's kind of etched a little bit on the frame itself. We're going to take that apart and just pull up the tabs and pull out the inside. This one was a little tough. I had to use a little spatula to pry them open. Otherwise, sometimes you can really hurt your fingers with those things. We're not going to use the glass or the paper or the backing on this one. Actually, we're just going to take all those pieces out. We'll save them, see if we need it for another project. I'm going to turn the frame over, and I've got this gold handle, like a ribbon handle from a gift bag I had used. I've got a bunch of these in my stash, and I'm just going to hot glue it on the back and make a hanger with this. I thought this would look really pretty with the gold frame. I'm just going to tack that down a little extra to make sure it stays in place. Now I'm going to take a bunch of different kind of spring looking greenery pieces, and you could make this honestly for any season, and hot glue is easy to pull apart if you just heat it up. So you could change this out for the different seasons. This is going to be kind of more spring-like. I'm just going to add a bunch of different leaves at different heights on stems. This is just a bag of little pieces that I keep when I use my greenery, and then I don't use pieces up. I just try to save them. And then I use them to embellish things like this. So I'm trying to get my bigger pieces for this one and then add some, down the middle. You'll see what I'm doing, just kind of putting them wherever I want, just to create a really pretty kind of garden look, like these flowers are growing. And then I've got to tack them down because some of them just didn't want to stay. And now I'm going to add some beautiful flowers, just these, again, leftover in my stash, little pieces. I'm just going to add them all around and make it look like almost like it's a little garden in the picture frame. And I thought that would just be so beautiful. I had this in my mind that this would turn out just refreshing and pretty. And I am so happy I went ahead and tried it because I think my vision is coming to life. Do you ever have that where you kind of envision something? Sometimes it doesn't work out. Let me tell you, many times it doesn't work out, but this one actually did. I'm really happy with how it turned out. You can use any floral you want, or you could just do a little bit of florals, like little teeny ones, and you just keep the greenery as for the most part. Honestly, whatever your preference is, there's no right way to do this. It's all about what you think looks good. So, in the comments, you can say, I would do this, I would do that. And I love to hear that. But just so you know, this is what I would do, and I wouldn't change it. I love the way it is, but I would love to hear what you would do with it, all the cute ideas you guys have for this. And that's it. That was how easy that was. Didn't that turn out really, really pretty? I am so happy with it. I think whenever I look at it, I'll feel like I've got flowers growing in the house. Let me know what you think. I've got this very, very simple white frame. It's an 8x10 from the Dollar Tree. And then I've got this peel and stick shelf liner from the Dollar Tree. Now you could pick any pattern you want. This could actually be a piece of scrapbook paper. I will say in the end, I think this piece was a little busier than I should have chosen for this project. So you can learn from my doing this, maybe do something that is a little more solid of a color or lighter. Anyway, we're just going to take the frame apart, pulling up the little tabs. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to unroll the shelf liner, and we're just going to take the backing of the picture frame and trace that out. And then we'll cut it out because this is what we need for our background. We're going to make a little dry erase board that you can use either for like to-do lists or for, shopping list or menu or whatever it is that you would use at your house. Then I put a little piece of tape on the back of this one because it didn't want to come apart. It reminds me of like a 2-ply napkin, but that really helped. So I'm just going to take off a little bit of the top, and I'm going to use that paper that came with it because we just need something to stick this to, and it didn't have to be anything really thick. So I'm going to start attaching that shelf liner and then pull the back out very slowly until we've got the whole thing attached. And I'm going to trim off the excess around the edges.
Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes.
This is a very fast and easy project. And I like that. I like things that are pretty fast and easy. Tell me if you do too. We're going to put the glass back in. We're going to turn that over so that you see that pattern on the front, and we'll put the frame back together.
Collapse into water when they hit the ground. I hear the sound of
This is really done now. All we have to do is use it as a dry erase board. Now you'll see why I feel like the pattern might have been too busy or dark. Also, my markers were not working. I went out and bought some after this because I didn't realize how bad they actually were. So I'm sorry for that, but I think you can get the idea. If you were using fresh markers, you would have seen these words on here much clearer. I erased this after, and in the reveal pictures, you'll see I used some of the white chalk pen from Dollar Tree. I didn't have a dark one. I think a black chalk pen would have been better, or a black dry erase marker, but mine was out of ink. I've got these little magnet stickers from Amazon. I'm just going to put one up at the corner. And if you have the kind of dry erase markers that have a little magnet on it with an eraser, that would be the perfect thing. So you can see here how I attach that. And then you could hang this from wherever you want or have it standing up in the kitchen and just add to it or whatever you're going to do with it. But I just think the possibilities for this are great. There's so many things you could do. Now you can see it with the white chalk marker. I mean, you can still read it in person. It had a little reflection on it, but I like the whole concept. So let me know what you think. Ready for more inspiration? Here's another video I think you'll really like. If you click on it, I will see you there. You are truly a blessing to me. Bye.